Okay.
Awesome.
Hello and welcome. I'm Mark Pinto here at Phoenixville Public Library, and welcome to the next in our series of Community Services Spotlight presentations. Family Service of Chester County, a nonprofit counseling and human service agency that promotes well-being of families and individuals and advocates for change. Family Service is our guest today. And to highlight their programs and services, we have Tyler Changaris, the Director of Development for Family Service. Tyler, welcome, and thanks for taking the time to tell us about Family Service today.
Yeah, thanks for having us and having me and allowing us to share what we do. So I'm Tyler Changaris. I am the Director of Development at Family Service of Chester County. We have been serving Chester County since 1947, so we go back a long way. A little bit of an origin story about us. Our roots are in counseling, and there was a group of individuals in the Westchester area realizing that they had all these veterans coming back from World War II that needed, mental health support, and there just wasn't anything. So they put a group together, and eventually that formed Family Service. Our first executive director, Alice, she was a social worker from the University of Pennsylvania, and she was tasked with doing that. And I think within a couple of years, they were serving over, I think within 10 years, they had about 900 clients. So it grew pretty significantly in those first years. And then obviously since then, we've molded and adapted to really kind of meet the needs of the community. We realized, we had the mental health support, but then we realized, wow, there's some other pressing needs in the community that aren't being addressed, and that also are along that same spectrum. So our real goal is to really help fix the most pressing needs in the community, and that's often healthcare, and that's we have many programs associated with that. Transportation. Chester County has a transportation issue, and then we also do specialized family support programs. So I'll kind of get into all that in a little bit, but what we do, broad strokes, is we really try to meet the needs of the population, and try to fix and try to help present those real pressing needs. So our mission, I know you had stated earlier, is just to promote the well-being of families and individuals and advocate for change, and we do that in a really client-centered way. We believe in that the client comes first, and that we, while we have programs and we have our ways, we really believe that each person has their own individual needs, and that we have to address the client first, and then we can figure out the best game plan for them going forward. So we're not dogmatic in that sense, but we are very open to really saying, hey, what's best for them in the long term, whether that's, they might need to have extended periods or longer, counseling sessions or whatever it may be. So that's ultimately our mission. And we are in 5 different locations throughout Chester County. In 2019, 2020, we served around 1,300 clients. And like I said, we have 5 different locations ranging from Oxford, Westchester, Coatesville, Phoenixville, and Kennett Square. And right now, some of our programs are virtual. Some of them are back in meeting in person. It just depends on the program. Our counseling services, which are open to anyone, is still virtual, but as time goes on, we will start to transition that more into the back in-person approach. But also, it's very nice. That's the one silver lining of COVID, that it has opened us to different ways to impact and work with folks that might not have, we might have been able to reach before. So we have a staff of around 20 to 22 full-time staff members, and then we have a bunch of part-time staff members within our programs as well. And so we're a very diverse and a very really other-centered agency where we all realize that this thing works because it's not about us, and that we are here to help others. So it's a really awesome agency to be a part of, and clients I think recognize that, because we couldn't help people if we weren't helping each other. So I think that that's kind of our first motto, is we have to be authentic in the way we treat each other as an agency, and then that'll trickle down into how we treat our clients and community as well. So I'll go over the programs, kind of, this will figure where we kind of have the chunk of the time spent here today. And while I will share everything what's going on here, that you can go to our website at any time. It's www.familyservice.us. And we have all the information on there, contact information. You can, we have contact forms, all those good things. So that's really where we drive people to learn more about what we do. And so in no particular order, I'll just kind of go down the list. Supportive housing program. This is a program that works with 18 to 24-year-olds that are transitioning out of the youth, children, youth, and families program and the juvenile probation office. So essentially what we have is we have life skill counselors, and we have case managers that help these youth that transition out of these programs and into adulthood. So they are allowed to find housing. We help them find employment and do different life skills, budgeting, things like that, to really help them become self-sustaining and employable. And so that when they transition, that year of that transition out of those programs, they can actually succeed. And it's been a really great program. There's around 20 youth in it. And it's a program that's really needed, and it's a wraparound service for these youth, and we've seen some really great results out of that. Alvin Herring is the program director in that, and their office is located at the Coatesville Center for Community Health, and so you can find his information on the website as well. Counseling. The counseling is definitely our anchor program, our broadest program. We do everything from individual counseling, family counseling, divorce, children of divorced families, and a program like that is we believe that children can, we know that children can sometimes be can be negatively impacted by divorce, especially high conflict divorce. So our program is really designed to help parents communicate and help them co-parent each other or their kids in a way that everyone wins. So that's a really unique program that we do. And then we also have a few other counseling services as well. We do offer bilingual counseling services throughout Chester County. And we are no different than any other agency where we have felt the need for increased demands of COVID and the mental health strain. So that's our push, is we're really trying to grow that program and create more, less wait times, more opportunities for people to get in our counseling program. And we offer a sliding fee scale. So depending on the amount of money a person makes, they can have access. And that's ultimately the goal, is to have access to these services. And that we want to make sure that people can actually use them. So that's our ultimate goal. So counseling is definitely our anchor program, and we believe that's kind of the offspring for everything else. So if you need or are interested in counseling services, we have plenty of information on our website, and we can try to get you on our wait list or get you set up depending on location. So Familias Unitas and Strengthening Families Program 10 to 14 is run by Jonna Goodridge, and these are two different programs, but they're similar. That's why they're put together. Familias Unitas is a Hispanic family prevention program, and then the Strengthening Families program is meant for the English-speaking population. So they're a little different, but they're very similar in the sense where they have a cohort. They have a 6 to 8 week program where they really are working on having communication skills between the parents and the children, and then working together. Because a lot of times parents and children, they might not be able to communicate based off of, age or just communication styles. So they really work to figure out hot spots or areas of conflict, and ultimately to decrease problem behaviors within children, and then that really creates a strong family bond. And so these programs are all free, and we are running them right now in the Kennett School District, in the Westchester School District, but they are not. That does not mean that they are only for those districts. That's just where we've been finding lots of success there. So if someone's interested in that, the Family Service website, there's actually a sign up. You can register for those programs, and right now it's all online. So even if you're in the Phoenixville area, you're more than welcome to participate. And those are really, really great programs to if you want to strengthen your family and you just want to spend time together. It's a really great opportunity to do that. I highly recommend that. The Exchange Club Family Center is our child abuse prevention program. And this is a free program. It's a completely voluntary program. And we have families throughout Chester County. And it's ultimately really helping to provide for families' short-term needs, their basic needs. And then also case managers work with families on a long-term basis to try to improve the quality of life, improve employment, improve housing, and just improve overall family life. And so that's been a really neat program. I think it started in around 1990, and we have 3 or 4 case managers working with families throughout Chester County. And it's a great support for working families, for moms who might feel like they just need extra support with their children, with school, those sorts of things. So we've really seen a great success with that program to support them and ultimately help them, instill their age appropriate discipline techniques to really help families understand, maybe the school system better, just practical things that will really improve their lives. So that's a great program that we would highly recommend if you are interested in it, or you know someone who would benefit from some extra family support. We call it ECFC, Exchange Club Family Center, would be right for them. Just you please reach out to us and we can see what we can do there. The Zoom driver program is our free transportation program, and it provides transportation to folks to their medical and other important appointments. We realize that Chester County, while it's a big, diverse county and there is lots of transportation options, it's also very limited as well. So this was definitely something that we realized that when folks weren't making their doctor's appointments or making certain other medical appointments based on the fact they didn't have a car, or it was too expensive, or the bus didn't work, and and this and that, that we realized that this was a very simple solution to that big problem. And when folks don't go to their doctor's appointments and these medical appointments, it can have really big harm to their life. So right now that program is starting back up, obviously with COVID, and the whole 6 feet was the social distancing rule was really hard to do in that situation. So it is on the up and up, and we're hoping to get that started very soon. But we always need drivers for that. That's it. We have all of our drivers who are volunteered. They have a special system where they're scheduled, and it's we try to locate drivers to where the closest to where the client is and where they're going, and this and that. So if you have time in a car and you want to help someone in a practical way, this is no better way to do that. And that is all volunteer based. And like I said, once if people are vaccinated now and they're lifting the mask mandate, we will start that program, operating that program a little bit more frequently, and especially when less telehealth is happening. And Project One, but last but not least, is our HIV/AIDS medical case management program. In the 90s, we realized that folks with AIDS and HIV weren't getting the support that they needed in Chester County. And so we do our job of working with clients throughout Chester County to make sure that they adhere to their medical management, make sure they're attending doctor's appointments, taking their necessary prescriptions, helping them understand what they're doing, and those things like that. And then also on the other side, they help support them emotionally. They help to connect them to resources. A person with HIV or AIDS can feel very isolated or lonely. So our goal is to help them, become integrated into the community. We work with the HOPA, which is Housing Opportunities for People with AIDS. And so we provide housing vouchers, and we ensure that folks who are in those situations can make sure that they have a place to stay and the basic needs are being fulfilled. And then the final part of that program is prevention, is that we want to create a safe Chester County. We want to provide the resources so folks can take care of their health and are safe and creating just a safe space for the population on a whole. So there's lots of prevention and outreach and things like that. So if you're interested in learning more about that program or know someone who would be interested in it or, volunteering, you can find more information on our website as well. So we have lots going on in the life of family service, but these programs are really our core programs, and we've seen them. We've seen this in the last year, even in COVID, a lot of them grow. And, we believe that it's because of the medical case managers, the social workers, the facilitators. They all really are passionate about helping people succeed, and they about connecting folks to the right resources. So there's a lot of synergy in between the programs. That someone in counseling might benefit from this program, or Project One might benefit from this program. So there's definitely kind of a cross pollination there. So these are our programs. And then, if you're interested in learning more about who we are, what we do, staying up to date with us, you can find us on all of our social media outlets. On Facebook and Instagram, we are at Family Service CC, and we are also on LinkedIn as well. And then our website is familyservice.us. That's www.familyservice.us. And we post, we're pretty frequent posters, and we try to provide content and information that is worthwhile reading. And we love sharing our expertise and our knowledge and what's going on within the agency. So our blog on our website is updated all the time with great information that can really help you and, clients and other folks in our community. And so thank you for having us. Thank you for allowing us to kind of share what we do. Family service is a really great, inclusive, diverse, group of people who is here to serve, and we believe that everyone deserves the ability to be integrated into their community and to be to have access to these services. So that's kind of what we're working towards, to limit barriers and provide access to critical human services. So do you have any questions, Mark? Or I think you're on mute.
There we go. Thought I was unmuted. Just wanted to thank you for sharing the information today, and the library is glad to help be able to get the word out about all of the programs that you do. Definitely needs to be made more visible, especially in our community. I don't know how many in the Phoenixville area really know all that you do. So glad that we're able to add to that. And,
awesome. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email, maybe Mark, you can put it in the notes. It's just Changaris@familyservice.us. Love to get you connected, hooked up, and we'll see what we can do.
All right. Thanks again, Tyler.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us again today, folks.
Have a great day.
Take care now. Bye-bye now.